So like I said before, I'm Carl. And?
I'm Terri Lachance.
Okay, Terri. So obviously you are solo, so there's no band name and no big mystery to have.
Well, actually.
Okay.
Today I'm with Bruce Hazard.
Okay.
But I do play a duo, which is called the Terri and Rob duo. It's not the Terri, it's Terri and Rob, like Terri and Rob, R-O-B duo. And that is actually where all my music is housed.
Okay, was there a reason by picking that particular name and spelling it like that?
Well, the fact is my first name is Terri, so I've spelt it according to my name, and Rob is Rob, so, we just made it the, Terri and Rob duo, and realized that we didn't put a "the" in front of it, so all of the music is listed as Terri and Rob duo.
That's good. All one stop shop for
everything.
Exactly. So are you guys all from Connecticut?
Yes.
Born and raised?
Pretty much. I was born in Huntington, Long Island, but I moved here for kindergarten, so I've definitely been in Connecticut since then.
Cool. But still Northeast?
Pretty much, yep.
And how did you guys meet and form the band?
Well, originally what I did was I'm an open micer. I go to open mics a lot. I've written songs since I was in middle school, and I performed them before I had children, and then I kind of went into a hiatus of playing and wrote songs but didn't perform them as much. And when my children left for college, I decided, what should I do? I should go back to my music. So I started going back to open mics and met my musical partner, who is Rob DeSorbo, and we started playing together based on the fact that he was trying to back me up on my original songs. And then we became a duo. We played a lot, and I recorded a lot. And so I actually just got my 6th CD out.
Whoa!
Yeah, of all original music. So,
incredible.
Yeah, I know. And
that's hard to find nowadays.
And I have a 7th one in the works.
Cool.
So, yeah, I'm pretty...
Do you do covers?
I do covers. I'm a folk artist mostly, so... and I sing what I like. I sing, Natalie Merchant.
Have you done this before, by the way? Because that was actually my next question.
Is who?
Was how many LPs do you have, and if you're working on one?
I know what to say. I've been interviewed before. I've been on TV shows and radio shows. And
was there something that drew you in to get into music?
Something that threw me in?
Drew you into it?
Drew me in?
Middle school?
Well, angst, mostly. I was a writer and a poet and all of those things. And when I learned how to play guitar, it naturally fell into songs. And I would write songs about everything that, my heart. If my heart was broken, a song was coming. And at first I thought that most songs needed to come from, sadness. And now I don't believe that anymore. I've definitely matured as an artist and realized you can write about your observations, you can write about change, you can write about a lot of things that don't necessarily mean they're all about love, lost, or whatever. So I have come a long, long way as an artist in that way.
That's awesome. I found when me and Frank started to do music together, Capo, I was also the same way, not so much sad, but what's wrong with the world. And Frank's kind of the other way. Once it's cool, we bounce ideas off. He's
That's
more
awesome.
of let's do more of a party thing. He likes to have a good time like tonight.
Yeah, and I've very, very much appreciated myself as a songwriter only because I feel like that's where I put my emotions and I put my observations. And I am, as a lot of people know, I'm super chill. I don't get riled up very easily. People are like, oh, you don't really have huge ups and downs in your emotions. I don't show my emotions a lot to lots of people, but they are all in my songs. Everything is in my songs.
Energy.
Everything is in the songs, yep.
So what is your creative process?
Usually things are in my head and I know a song is coming. I'll take little snippets of notes and I put it in my phone sometimes. And then if I have a day, and I'm a super busy person, so if I have a day, that's when I culminate the idea and kind of put a song together. Like the snow day, song came, you know what I mean? But during the weeks and all that, not much, because I'm running all the time.
Yes. Any musical influences?
Bonnie Raitt, loved Bonnie Raitt. I just think of her as being groundbreaking in regards to her being a performer, being a woman who plays an instrument, is not a back band person. And I forced my teenage daughter to go see Bonnie Raitt with me because I'm like, you need to see her, And she was it was funny because she realized she was the youngest person there. But I think she now would say, it was a good thing that she had the chance to see Bonnie Raitt.
I'm actually a big James Taylor fan.
Yeah, and I've seen Carole King and James Taylor. I've had, and I'm not blowing my own horn, but I have had people think like, you look a little like Carole King, and I'm like, yay, thank you so much, because it's such an honor, and it's happened definitely more than once, a handful of times, where people will call out and think that I should play Carole King songs because I, quote, look like her a little bit, and I think that's just such an honor, and I'm like, yay, so.
Do you have any pre-show rituals to kind of get the bugs out?
No, I go through my music and decide what I'm going to play. I cannot play from memory, even though I've written at least 120 songs. I cannot play them from memory. I can play like 3 or 4 from memory. It is so sad. So I have to compile what I'm going to do and go from there.
Yeah, I had to put a collage to doing a little bit of a music video at the end of this with Frank because I don't know my words.
Yeah, it's awful. And I, everyone's like, but they're yours. And I'm like, no, it doesn't matter. I need the words in front of me. I just need that there.
And constantly creating new kind of puts the old in back burner anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, I play a lot. I perform a lot. I run a lot of things. I promote people like you guys do. I promote musicians. I put people in places. Like I put people in the downtown coffee shop in Meriden. I put people at Shana Bees by the Sea in Westbrook. I run open mics.
Let's talk about that then.
Yeah, I run the Buttonwood open mic the first and the third Monday of the month. It happens every Monday, but I'm there with Rob DeSorbo. We host those 2 nights. I host Nightingales the second Friday of the month. I have an open jam at Shana Bees by the Sea in Westbrook the first Sunday of the month, and then I go to open mics as well. So I will show up to open mics. I'm being featured at Strange Brew next Tuesday. I play gigs on the weekends. I'm playing the downtown coffee shop on Saturday.
Plugs are one of the questions.
Yeah, from 11 to 1. So I have like things that I do, and in the meantime I also have people, like I book people to be at the downtown coffee shop, so I rotate myself in, every once in a while, but there is somebody there playing like every Saturday.
We have Capo, that's what
11
Capo
to 1, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then I'm doing that.
Do you get the same gratitude as when you help artists as
yes. And the thing too is that what you realize is people are like, well, you're going to show up to the downtown coffee shop every single Saturday, like you're never going to, I miss being there when I'm not there. I feel like I'm in Cheers, you walk through the door and everybody knows you, and people are literally dancing in the coffee shop, and people are happy to see each other. There's people are getting to know each other. They're showing up, to eat breakfast every Saturday.
Yeah.
It's amazing to me, and I feel like I fostered it, but what's really happening is an amazing event where people are just coming on Saturday mornings and eating breakfast together and listening to music.
Yes, we try to put out good vibes as well.
Yes, and I love that. And like I said, I think you get more from it than you're actually giving in a lot of ways.
How is music challenging for you? Well, what are the most challenging parts of music for you, and what are some of the most fun parts for you?
Okay, I am a basic guitar player. I think that I sing. I feel like my voice is my catalyst, and my words are my catalyst, and I learned how to play guitar to kind of like foster that in some way. And I will say I've been playing the guitar since I was 12, and not with a lot of variety, picking up songs and things like that, but not a lot of variety. And so I decided I'd go back and take guitar lessons.
That's cool.
So I am stretching myself as a guitar player. I've been taking lessons for almost a year and a half now, almost weekly. And then I went back and decided, well, if I'm going to do guitar lessons, I'm going to do voice lessons. And so I'm also, since September, been taking voice lessons as well. And I feel like all of that is stretching me. You have to do more things
when you're independent artist.
Yes.
Or,
and I also feel like it's made me go back to being like a baby. because I know how to play a song, and then I'm learning something, and I'm like, oh God, I'm just doing these like baby steps for like hours. And I'm thinking, I have to play a song, like a real song that I know, versus, practicing this scale over and over and over again and making thousands of mistakes, doing it. So it is good for me, but it's making me realize how vulnerable, you could be, and how raw and how much talent people have out there that makes it look so easy, and it is not. It's just not easy.
No. If how would you like your music to be remembered?
Well, I hope that people will realize that I'm a positive influence in the world. And I have 2 children, so I hope that my children realize that is my legacy, that my music is my legacy, that I've chronicled every part of our life through song. When my children were little, I wrote songs about everything, and when I was in love, in my early years, there were songs, and things that have gone on lately, politics or whatever, they're all in songs.
Awesome.
And I feel like my whole life is based in the songs that I've written.
We'll get a little woo-woo, if you will, because we're at the end here anyway almost.
Yeah.
I actually believe that you could relive through your songs. I have friends of mine that we did music with that passed on, and when you re-listen to them, it's like they're right there, or even the bigger artists like Elvis, if you will.
And I feel that same way. Like when I go into the studio, I bring friends with me, people that I want, and the person that has produced most of my music will tell me that, and I'm not saying it in a mean way, because I love all the people that I've brought, and I think they are very good artists, but it wasn't the best. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't try to find the best, person for violin, or the best person. What I did was I brought people I love and I care for, and that when I listen to the CD, I tell people when I have Alzheimer's, I'll listen to that CD and know that, like, my friend